you ready to get carried away? It's our 15th birthday week, and you know what that means.
Amazing launches, fabulous free gifts, and a few crafty surprises up our sleeves.
So head on over to the Crafters Companion website, or, as we like to call it, Party Central, and find out more.
Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. We are in the midst of, I bet we were just taking a moment then to try and work out how many days we've been going for. Now, this is day 9 of the birthday celebrations, and they just keep getting bigger and better and bigger and better. And they're not just happening here on Crafters TV and across in our across on the website. They are happening in the stores as well. Loads of celebrations going on, both in our Evesham store and in our Chesterfield store as well. And we had one lucky winner, Shirley Holt, won a £25 voucher today. She was our 25th customer in store. So if you're anywhere near the stores, make sure you get yourself down there and join in all of the birthday fun that is happening there. Now, we have got an incredible couple of hours for you coming up here on Crafters TV. And for those couple of hours, I obviously need a fabulous friend here in the studio. And we have managed to get one. Craig's here. Craig, how are you doing?
I'm good, Joe. So good to be back on Crafters TV. You know, it's about a week since I've been last here, just under the week. So it's so good to be back. Not only is it good to be back on Creative Cravings, I'm back with, kind of 3 exciting things. Magazine, talk about that in a moment. We've got Tiffany. If you've seen my social media lately, you've seen a bit about that. But then also, we've got a Sarah's Signature collection I've never actually had a show about. So we've got an incredible couple of hours, lots of ideas, lots of inspirations, and no doubt lots to talk about as well. We'll try and keep away from the food subject, because that's what me and Joe always seem to talk about. But you know, we'll see how that goes.
Crafting and then food. I mean, it's just how it goes, isn't it, here at Crafters TV. Now, there's loads of incredible reasons that you want to shop with us over the course of our birthday event. There is so many things going on. Amazing new launches, but whatever you buy here on Crafters TV across the whole website, you're going to get double points, which is awesome. So if you've been eyeing the next level, the next grade in Club Inspire, then maybe this is going to be the event that does it for you. A free UK delivery as well for our UK customers, which is absolutely awesome. And there's also a free gift. Now, every single day that daily gift changes. Today's is this lovely gift here, which are these awesome tags, the stamp and die tags, which go along with that purse collection that was launched. You'll grab those when you spend over £10 or $10. This will automatically add to your cart as well. And then if you're spending over £50 or dollars, we'll also throw in one of the fabulous tri-colour aqua markers. That was an incredibly busy launch just yesterday. There are so many of you chatting away with me as well over on Facebook and YouTube already. Julie saying, Pamela's here. I can see Marie from Virginia, Cindy in Minnesota, Elizabeth saying hi from Georgia, and Lisa's in from Texas too. Now remember, when you get social with us, you can win. I've got 3 awesome goodie bags just down here, which I'm going to be giving away in this hour. Hello, 6-piece sparkle pens. Oh yeah, I've got dies in here, there's stamps. There's a whole, I can see liquid inks in here as well, a whole host of awesomeness in here. 3 of these to be given away through the course of the next couple of hours. All you need to do is drop us a comment on YouTube or on Facebook. The more you comment, the more chances you will have to win as well. And we'll pick those 3 as we go through the course of this show. And if you are picked, you'll go into Sunday's grand prize draw as well, where you can win all of this stuff, which is absolutely awesome. So make sure you are in it to win it and are commenting along over on our Crafters TV Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Now, brand spanking new, launch today. Oh yes, it is Crafters Inspiration issue 28 with 100 bonus points. This magazine is absolutely incredible. There are 70 incredible projects in here for you, and each one of these magazines comes crammed full with £50 worth of crafty goodies in here. You're going to get the magazine. Craig's going to take us through it all in more detail. You're going to get the magazine. Hundreds of you have already gone for this, and hundreds of you are going to be going for it in the show, I know, as well. So you're going to get the magazine, which is awesome. 70 different projects in there, and you're also going to, as always, get a whole host of freebies. So there's dies in here, there's an embossing folder, and there are 2 awesome stamp sets as well. Craig will talk us through that in more detail, how we're going to use them. What I'd say that if you want this, 40% of it's gone just on the pre-sale alone. So I would say get your orders in quickly on that one. And also the thing is with the magazine, it is an awesome gift. If you've got any crafty friends or someone maybe that's getting into craft, then the magazine is a fabulous, fabulous gift for them. We'll be seeing more of that as we go through the show. Hello, brand new Totally Tiffany bag. Oh, yes. Now, over 55% of this bag has gone. It is the brand new Sarah body bag. And it is basically, it's an evolution on a previous bag. And the reason that we've done this for you, or Tiffany has done this, I should say, is so that you can fit your tri-colour markers in there. So if it's your tri-blends that you've got in here, maybe you got those new tri-colour aqua markers just yesterday, they will all go in here. So it's perfectly suited. I love the fact as well, let me take it out for you so you can just see. I don't know if you're going to be able to see actually, but it's got like a tiering inside. Can you see that? So what that means is when you put your pens in here, it means that rather than them all sitting on one level at one height, they all sit at different heights, so you can really easily come in and pick these up and drag and grab out the colours that you need. $5.99 if you're in the UK. It is $7.99 if you are in the US. So do grab that one. Now, not just one. They're like buses, aren't they? These new Tiffany, Totally Tiffany buddy bags are like buses. Not just one, we've got two available for you. So we've got another brand new buddy bag. This is your Stephanie buddy bag. Now this one has been designed for all of your different ink pads is what this one is for. And what this is going to do is allow you to compartmentalise. You're going to put maybe all your quick dries in one slot. Maybe you're going to put your opaques in another, your water reactives in another as well. So there's absolutely loads of things you're going to be able to store in there. $9.99, irrelevant of whether you're shopping here in the UK or across in the US. Everyone's going to pay that same fabulous price. We're going to go through that in a bit more detail as we go through the show. Now, we have got Signature Collection for you on the show, but we have got Signature Collection at a deal you have never ever seen before. £62, $84 is your price on this, but look at the saving. $74.81 you're saving in the UK. You're saving £104.57 in the US. Shut the front door, because if you're a platinum member, $49.60 or $62.20. You're saving so much more than you're spending. If you've been thinking about a Sarah Signature Collection for a while, you've been waiting for a great deal, then guys, this is that great deal. You know that we do incredibly special things for you during our birthday event, and this is an incredible price. This should be in our big birthday cartload that's happening tomorrow night. Is where you'd find these kind of deals, but you've got it in this show. If you've wanted it, if you thought about it, I don't think you're going to find it on a better price than this. It's a great mix as well of really useful stamps, incredible dies, flower forming dies, border dies, sentiment dies. You've got wonderful stamps that you're going to use for a whole host of different projects, and you've got that incredible cardstock in there as well, in the luxury mirror card, the matte mirror card, and of course my all-time favourite, that fabulous glitter card as well. At that price, I think it's either you own it or you're going to buy it, because the price is that fabulous. Loads of you still chatting away with me already over on Facebook and YouTube. I'd love to know what you're most excited for in this show. Have you got your orders in? Let me know what you have already gone for. We're going to have a fabulous couple of hours of chitter chatter, and maybe Craig, people could give us some salacious gossip if they've got any. We love a bit of salacious gossip, don't we?
I don't know about me, gossip. Never.
Oh, I love a bit of salacious gossip, Craig.
Well, I know you love gossip, yeah, but no, a bit of crafty gossip, yeah, absolutely, we all love that. Talking about crafty gossip, that wasn't planned, by the way, but talking about crafty gossip, you do know that you're going to get lots when it comes to our magazine, and we've got the launch of our brand new magazine. Look at that one. Also, look at the side of you as well. You get the magazine. Joe, we're even getting 100 birthday points as well.
100
so we're getting
points.
them.
So that means you're going to get not only double points on the magazine and then an extra 100 on top.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. I keep calling them birthday points because that's what it's like for the birthday week. So with the magazine, straight away you can see that you are getting the magazine. It's all seasonal. We're going into the Christmas season. So what we're going to be doing is you've got 70 essential makes within this magazine. But what to do before we go right into them is, you know already, you get an idea of what you're going to to be getting, you've got all the different inspirations. We've got Sarah, we've got Leanne, loads of us throughout the team are in this edition. But I know what you want to know is, right, what do you get with a magazine? If you're new to Crafter's Companion, what Sarah does is, when it comes into the box, you're always going to be getting £50 or $50 worth of goodies. Now, that's not it, because I'm going to bring this in, and what I'm going to do is we'll show you in the magazine as well. You've got 1,200 plus elements for you to print and colour and emboss, make cards, make projects, time and time again, as much as you like. So you get them, but you get this Merry Christmas die. This is a really nice, sizable, readable and usable die. So if I bring this one out, it's part of our expressions range. I'm going to be using this later on today, but you can just kind of see the elegance. This would match perfectly with your vintage Christmas, but then take your other collections into that new kind of genre of the vintage. Merry Christmas there. But then we're even getting you an embossing folder. So we're getting the embossing folder as well, so you've got all that detail within the middle, however, plain in the middle. So then you can then do your stamping, your die cutting if you wanted to. But then you might want to do some stamping instead. So not only are you getting printable elements, you're getting elements that you can actually stamp with or cut with or emboss with. In this case, you're getting the stamp. Now look at that one. It's the cute little dragon that we've got here. Lots of sentiments as well to mix and match with the collection. But then let's bring in the magazine, because what you're going to find, we're not just going to leave you high and dry when it comes to ideas and inspirations. We're going to give you bit of a welcome when it comes to the magazine and Sarah. You get a bit of an index. It gives you an idea of some ideas, inspirations, whatever you see. There's kind of a guide as to how you can make it step by steps, and you know, if it's kind of like easy, medium or a bit more difficult. All through in the magazine. Again, a little bit of an idea as to the extras that you're getting. And then again, throughout the actual collection, you've got about the downloads. Now within the downloads issues, it's all about Christmas selections. So some, you're even getting printable elements. I'm not sure if you can quite see that. We're getting printable elements, Joe, from Sarah's Glitter and Snowflake collection. You know, our Snowflake, Sarah's signature of this year, but you're getting a few others as well. Let's skip throughout a few others. We've got Nicole on the team. She's giving you ideas when it comes to the stamps. Now, we've even got a bit of a bit about Ben. Ben's there. I'm not going to say too much about all the different ideas and that, because I like it to be a bit of a surprise for you. Even for projects from myself, how you can make quick and easy cards. But we've all got about things about our tri-blends, our Spectrum Noir range. We've got even Di from the office. She's given you stylish ideas of home decor that you can be doing with the die that comes with the kit. But then skip forwards a few bits. Lots of ideas when it comes to the printable elements as well. You can see here how to make. Gives you an idea roughly time-wise, the products that you're going to need if you need additional products. We've got some competitions. We've got some quizzes. We've got lots more. Now, what I'm going to do, so we've even got Leanne. Leanne's in here all about colouring when it comes to the digital elements. I'm going to go right back to the beginning. What I'm going to do is actually, Joe, I'm going to tease you. I'm going to leave you. See, when it comes to this section just here, we've got the dies, we've got the folders. We're going to do a demo with that. But guess what? We're not going to do it now. We're going to do it a wee bit later. We're going to show you some other things that we're going to be doing, and stay tuned, and we're going to be showing you some of the things that you can be doing using those elements that come within the magazine as well today, the brand new issue 28 magazine.
Absolutely, so stay tuned for that demonstration. As well, the great thing is about it, I think so many of you, if you are stuck in a bit of a rut, you know, you just need that bit of inspiration. There's so many tips and tricks that you learn in there that are going to help you with stuff that you're going to get from your Crafter's Companion stash and from your whole stash, and loads of tips and tricks and hints that you'll use for years to come as well. Now, another totally Tiffany items that I want to share with you is this one, and it's flipping awesome because it is our flipping storage binder collection. Now this is awesome because what you have on here basically are each one of these little folders that come with the collection. But the great thing is these all flip up, so it means that you can store absolutely loads in every single one of them. So maybe it's going to be some stamps in here, maybe you're going to save your embellishments, maybe you're going for your hunky-dory items, things like your toppers that always pop out. You can store them in here. How about things like dies? Because you've got these magnetic sheets, it means that you can can do things like store your creator card dies in here. You get 10 of the magnetic sheets in this particular configuration, which is absolutely awesome, but it means that you can source and store a whole host of different things in here very quickly and really easily, even down to things like your card stash in there as well. This one, incidentally, is the lovely Leanne's that we've managed to steal from her personal stash. But if you love the idea of getting totally organised, this is a great one. And the other great thing about this as well, if you do store these up on a shelf, you can label them all up. You've got the little finger holes in there as well, so you can pull those out when you need to access them, which is awesome. Very, very busy on that one. It will be very busy. £23, $33. You've got a fifth off of that, which is absolutely awesome. But we are going to go back to the Garden of Love collection because it is a thing of absolute beauty. Now, there are some smaller collections available for you. Go check the website for them. I wouldn't go for them, not when the deal on this one is this sensational. Remember, £62 or $84, that saves you £74 in the UK, $104 if you're in the US, which is awesome. Right, I want to take you through what you'll get included here. So you're going to get the cardstock firstly. Now this one here is your glitter cardstock. You're also going to get the matte mirror, and then you're going to get as well the mirrored cardstock as well. So you're going to get actually 3 packs of our cardstock, which is absolutely awesome. You're looking at 72 sheets of cardstock within here, which is really fabulous. And the great thing is, because of the way that it's all put together, you know that it's colour matched perfectly to work with the rest of the range. Then we're going to move on to the dies because they are awesome. Now, what we've got firstly are some sentiments in here. Now, these are sentiments that you're going to use with this collection. These are sentiments that you're going to get absolutely loads of use out if you are using them across other parts of your stash. So in here you've got With All My Love, On Your Wedding Day, Happy Anniversaries in here, Everlasting Love, you've got Congratulations, and you've got Always and Forever, which is in there as well. And you also get this one here, which I don't have a board for, which is called On Your Wedding Day. So they are all your sentiment stamps that you're getting included in there, which is awesome. That is not where it ends, because you've then got a fantastic border die. Now this one here is your delicate lace border that you've got in there, which is great. It's also a tessellating die, so it means that if you want to extend that and carry it on, absolutely you can. We've also got a gorgeous edgeable die in here for you as well. This one being your Elegant Peony. It is so delicate and detailed, and again, because it's edgeable, it means that you can do those hundreds of different edgeable techniques that are out there, which is awesome. Then we move on to your flower die. So we've got this one just here. This is your 3D layered daisy. Now, if you're not into flower forming, that is absolutely fine. You can use this with tissue paper, cardstock, mulberry papers. There's a whole host of different things that you're going to be able to use these dies for. But if you do love your flower forming, you're going to be making really gorgeous, delicious, full, lush floral projects such as this. Then you also get as well the rose place card. Now, I love the rose place card because it is something that you're going to use all the time. Not just for, of course, wedding stationery, but imagine using this when you have a dinner party. Imagine having a place settings at dinner parties. Fancy, Craig. Super, super fancy. I haven't got a dining table yet, as has been highlighted by my director, Daniel. But when I have, Daniel, there'll be place cards. There could be place cards on the sofa, you know, on lap trays that you pop on your lap. Who knows? So you're going to get all of those in there as well. That is not all you're getting. And bear in mind, guys, £62 or $84 is the price we are talking about, because you are also going to get all of these glorious stamps in this collection as well. So this is the first one, and this one here is your blooming, floral bouquet that you've got just here, which is absolutely awesome. So you're going to get that, and check out the really awesome big plaque you can make. That is a wonderful piece of home decor. You could use that for absolutely perfectly. Then we move on to this one just here, which is your save the date stamp set, as you can see, which is really awesome, very usable, again, great for weddings and invitations. You've then got your monogram frames. Now, these are awesome, not just for things like stationery, but also for personalisation. Personalisation, awesome using this kind of set. And then finally, the last set that you've got is this stamp set here, which is to have and to hold. I mean, it is a really, really comprehensive set. $49.60 if you're a platinum member in the UK, $62.20 if you're a platinum member in the US, which is awesome value for money. It means that we beef up those savings even more so, which is brilliant. I think, as I said, if you've been waiting for a great deal on a signature collection over this birthday event, this is it, because you are saving so much more than you are spending, which is awesome. And Craig, the great thing is about this one, it's sort of delicate and it's floral, but that means it's really versatile. It's not something that's sort of mega on trend now, but then is going to become quickly unfashionable. It's florals and love, so it's going to be everlasting, I guess.
It is. It's going to be everlasting. However, the good thing as well about it is if you have a look at the proper colours, and what we'll also see as well, when we bring back some of our Sarah's signature collections, we don't always have the cardstock. The fact is that we've got all 3 collection of cardstocks within the collection too is phenomenal. And also, because of the colours are going to work with Sarah's brand new collection, Rose Garden. But then when you look at some of our previous collections, they're going to work with them as well. So the colours that run throughout this full Garden of Love collection are going to be working just spot on their own, or collectively. Just a few ideas. I'm going to go straight into a demo, but this is some of the things that you can be making. We're going to be using this stamp set. Say stamp set, what it does is it allows you to create your own floral kind of bouquet. And then look at that. So it's a mix of card making but with home decor, because you could have this ring on its own if you want. Then a bit of flower forming at the bottom. My demo on this one, we're going to be die cutting them using cardstock, so it goes to show it doesn't just have to be with papers. But within the full collection, if you go for it today, the collection that we've got borders, we've got cardstock, we've got sentiment, really bright, but I say really bright, but more on a pastel tones. It's like the deeper end of pastels, if that makes any sense. But you can see the colours, and because then you can mix and match the colours that you want to use. As I always say, don't be afraid to use black. Black really works well, especially with your actual pastel colours. So what we're going to do is we are going to be making this one. Now it's all made using the Garden of Love. What I have done is this frame and these flourishes, these are from Sarah's new collection. So we've just taken a few elements from our new collection, but the whole concept is made using Garden of Love that's on the show today. So what we're going to do to start with is I have got a 5x6 card blank that I've just taken 5x7 and trimmed it down. And what I'm going to do with this one is we're going to use the Elegant Peony die. So this is actually a border die. So if I then just move this one to the side, I'm going to bring in my Gemini Junior plates. And what I'm going to do is the border die is going to go down the edge of the cardstock. So when it opens, you're going to have that nice detail on the right hand side. And because of the size, it's going to go through your Gemini Junior plates. So what I'm going to do is bringing in our low tack tape, and we're just going to secure this down. And what I'm going to do is if we start to secure this one down, now if you wanted to make sure it was really, really straight, you could use the grids of your glass mat just to line it up. So all that I'm doing is I've got it lined up straight on my glass mat, and then I'm just using this line here just as a guide. So I'm just then going to tape it over the excess part here, because what this is going to do is this is going to die cut out. So it doesn't really matter if the card was to tear, because you're not going to see that bit. So because it's our wafer thin die, it is our base cutting plate, then it is our plastic shim magnetic, and then it is our top cutting plate. And what I'm also going to do as well, because I'm only needing it to go towards the top, I'm just going to go through, going to pause it, and then I'm going to reverse it. So Gemini Junior. So we're just going to go all the way through, and then what I'm just about to do is pause it, and then I'm just going to run that one through, and then as that's going to have paused, stopped, and it's just going to go all the way through again. So what that does as well, although it's cardstock, that would die cut perfectly first time, but it just gives it a bit of an extra cut because it's coming back. That's when it's good for vellum or parchment or acetate, things like that. So I'm just going to straight away, I'm just going to pull all that out. Now look at all of these bits. These come out. If you've got your die release tool, you could be using that one. But I'm just going to pop these ones. Now I'm using my white cardstock. If you have got any of your own cardstock, if you've even got the cardstock that is in this bundle, you could be using that one. But then as you can see here, that's all the wee bits out. They've just popped all out, that one bit there, and then straight away.
For this collection, Craig, over on Facebook, Inspired Dreams says how much she loves it. Beth is saying as well, oh, I love this collection too. Pia saying hi. Tall Chicky loves the Garden of Love as well. On our way to 1,000 of you watching this live at the moment. It's going to be a very busy evening, Craig. take here on Crafters TV, and it is very, very busy. Quick question as well on the magazine. Some of you asking in the US, if you are enrolled in the HSN magazine subscription service, do you need to buy this magazine? No, if you're enrolled already in the magazine subscription over on HSN in the US, then you do not need to purchase this magazine. It will be incorporated as part of your subscription. So I hope that clears that up.
That's good to know as well, because it's what sometimes you ask is the goodies you get in the box, do you get them as well? But absolutely you do, so you don't need to worry, you can sit back, relax and know that it's coming to you. Now what I'm just doing is I'm just taking another bit of white cardstock. So the card blank in this one is white, but I know, you know, if there's any crafter out there that doesn't have white cardstock, I would, if I wore a hat, I would eat it, because it's nigh on impossible you'll find a crafter.
Unless they've crafted with it all, Craig.
Well,
unless
there's that. I
then you need
suppose
to get an
there's
order in over on the website.
Even then, I don't even know if anyone would ever run out of white cardstock. It's kind of like that bare essential, isn't it? Now what I'm just doing is I've taken this piece of cardstock and I'm using the 3D layer daisies. Now this is where the original intention is for the flower forming, which you can still do, and that's why it's got a larger centre within the middle. So that means you're able to pierce a hole and you can get the stamens through. But as you can see, I still like to use them as well when it comes to our cardstock. Still a wafer thin die, so we're just into our base cutting plate, plastic magnetic top cutting plate. And then as you'll see from them, these size ones, they're going to go through your Gemini Mini on your go. Your border as well, if you want to use that as a separate border strip, that will go through your Gemini Mini and go as well. The only thing you need to decide when it comes to the machine that you're using is obviously the size of the card blank that you're making. But many of these will go through your Gemini Mini and your go. So what I'm going to do is, we have got these that have they've die cut perfectly. You're even cut right down to the centre, and then we've got this centre bit that's left intact. So if it was flower forming, you could shape it, you could start to pierce holes in it. So what I am just going to do is I'm going to cut another 3 more. So let's just poke this one out, and then I'm just going to take this next one. There we go. So we've got 3 different sizes, and then let's just pop this one on. And then we're going to do exactly the same. We're just going to tape them down, put them on, and then run them through once again.
A lot of people talking about that Sarah bag still online, Craig. I know it was available in the last HSN Craft Day when a few of you got it. Diana says, I already ordered my Sarah Buddy bag. Love the step-ups and we'll use them for my tri-blends. Kathy picked up a few of them. Says they're great for the new Aqua tri-blends. And also Carrie Q says, I got a Sarah Buddy bag from HSN. I love it so much. I bought another one yesterday. So loads of you loving it. I'll quickly share it with you again live. It's so awesome because what it is it's taller. So a lot of the previous buddy bags designed for your markers, basically they weren't tall enough for our tri-blends. Now this one is. And the other thing as well, it has 3 different tiers inside. So I'm not sure you can see, it's these little steppers. And that means then that you can store them all and get to them all really nicely and easily, whether it is your tri-blend markers, your tri-blend brush pens, or those new tricolour aqua markers as well. And also, hot off the press, I didn't have one at the start of the show, I do now, is the Stephanie Buddy bag. This is absolutely awesome. So what you've got is you open this up and then you pull it out. So we've got all of our little diamond drops in here. I have got some of my dusts in here as well. So like little pixie powders and such. Let me turn this around so I can see what I'm doing. There we go, in that goes. Also awesome for storing your ink pads too. And the great thing is about the ink pads, you can store them either way. It's completely up to you which way round you want to store them. And that's awesome because it means you can have them stored upright so they always stay nice and juicy, which is what you want, isn't it? So let me just pop those into there as well. In they go, and that stores up. This as well, your first time you'll have seen this on Crafters TV, this brand new buddy bag. Remember, they all store this way, so they'll go into your lowest totes as well. Don't forget, we've still got Shelly on the show, which is this one just here. We've got all of our gilding waxes in Shelly, and we've got Edna as well. And Edna's great if you've got all of kind of like one style of ink pad and you want to get them all in there, then Edna is fabulous for that as well. Sorry, Craig, for rudely interrupting you there. I just wanted to keep everyone abreast of the buddy bag situation.
That's okay, it gave me actually a chance just to then get everything sorted, put away so we can move on to the next bit, so no problem at all. So what I'm going to do now is, don't worry, I've not skipped anything and moved on too far, we're all good to go. So I've taken the actual flowers that I've already cut. Now I'm taking our Harmony Water Reactive dye, so I'm using our Lemon Tonic. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm going to take a round blending tool, so you can either just start to lay the ink in, just using your sponge tool, and then just in the centre, just dab it. So I'm just kind of just twisting it as I go down, just so that we get a little bit within the middle. So I'm just going to do that again. We're just going to dab it as we do that one. And then as we go on, I'm going to do that one again, just into there. And then let's do the next one. What you can also do, as you get smaller, if you want to keep the colour in quite compact, you can either take the little finger daubers that we've got, or what you can just do is even just rub your finger in there. Because it's water reactive, it is going to actually just wash off, no problem. So if you want to get it in a more pinpoint place, then you can. So then all that I'm just going to do now is, if you have a shaping mat or a soft mat or like a mouse mat for your computer mouse, you can be using that, or I'm just taking one of the ball tools from our flower forming range, and then all that I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to, just on my hand, I'm just going to circular motions, just work my way around. I'm just using a small ball tool, and you can see there, you can shape it that way. Alternatively, the other way you can shape it is just onto, again, your hand or a sponge mat. You can then just start to shape the petals on the back. So you're doing it on the back and then turning it over, and then again, just in circular motions, we're just adding a bit of pressure, and then that just starts to form the petals a wee bit easier. So I'm just going to quickly do just a couple. I've got some already good to go, but I just wanted to show you how you could start to shape them. Now I've got a bit of, I don't know if it's ink or something from the end. Don't worry, because you're not going to see the centres, because we're a way to layer them up. And then what we're also, just a way to do it, let's go back that way. And then what we're also going to do is pop a gem within the middle of the top layer one. So you don't need to worry about seeing the middle.
Awesome. They look so realistic, don't they, Craig?
They do. They really do. And this is one where simply, just by using white and even just a little bit of colour within the middle, then that's all that you need to do. You don't need to do much at all. If you want to really add extra shape to your actual petals, you can do. So you can go in with your pokey tools or any other fine tools that you've got. If you like to do your quilling tool, that would work as well, just to add a bit of shape to it. So there's many different things that you can be doing to add shape to them. And then I'm not going to do this one all because I've got 3 already good to go. But I just wanted to show you is just pop a bit of our tacky glue just within the middle. The reason I still added colour, even though I'm away to layer this up, was just in case, you know, if you've got the card at the side or that, if you do see underneath the petals, you're still going to see that bit of colour. So that's why I still add colour to the all the layers. And I'm just holding that a second just with my ball tool. And then again, I'm just going to keep layering them up. So you could do 2 layers, 4 layers, or you can do more if you wanted to. So if we just do, let's do 1 more layer after this one. And you can actually start to build, shape, create your own flower if you wanted to as well. You don't necessarily just have to keep them the way that we've intended them to be. So if I just leave it with that one there, then you can start to see the idea as to how they can start to shape and come together. And then what I've just done is, here is a couple. So
oh, bling-alicious, Craig.
Bling. Adding a bit of bling just from my own stash that I've got. What you can also do as well, if you wanted to, if you don't have bling at home, then what we're going to do is, let's just show you, if we bring in just some of our Floral glue gel, and I'm just going to add a bit just within the middle. So if I add that into the middle, now let's go behind us. Let's have a look and see what crafty delights we've got behind us. We have got some here. We've got some sparkly glitter in our cup. So what I'm just going to do
isn't that Leanne's trademark glitter embossing powder in there?
I think it is, yeah.
Don't drink that by accident. Everything will be glittery.
Nearly fell for that once before, yeah. this is the cup, because Leanne doesn't really like the little pots of glitter or embossing.
No.
She likes a larger surface to work with, so this is hers. But then what I'm just going to do is just tip that excess back in, and obviously the Floral glue gel, that will dry clear, but hopefully you can see you're getting the sparkle from the glitter. So if you don't have your own gems, simply just by using our Floral glue gel that you're always going to find on our website, you'll be able to use that. So then let's move these to the side and let's start to assemble this one. What I've also done, I tell you, let's also just taken a couple of layers from our cardstock. So I've used kind of like that linen cardstock as well as the mirror cardstock. And I've just created a matting layer that's going to go there. And then I've also created a smaller one that's just going to tuck in nicely there. Now I'm taking the With All My Love sentiment die. I've already got it cut within our glitter card, but what I want to do is I just want to cut it just so that you can see. I didn't actually have any extra to hand. So what I'm going to do is, because you're not going to see this part here, I'm going to pop my die there. Let's just tape it down. And then we're going to run this one through our Gemini.
Awesome. If you want that glue gel, there's a great deal on it at the moment, Craig. Details on the bottom of the screen there. You get one of the glue gel with the tools and then 2 extra glue gels as well. So it's also like you get one for free, which is awesome. What I should say as well is get over to the website, because there are great savings on a whole host of crafty essentials as part of our 15th birthday event. Things like paper pads on 3 for 2, cardstock on 3 for 2, 25% off of our call-out adhesive. So get over there, and it's time, I would say, wouldn't you, Craig, definitely time to get yourself stocked up this time of the year. Like, you don't get better discounts than you do now.
Oh, absolutely. Now is the time. And what you want to do as well is think ahead. As we get into, obviously, Thanksgiving, and then when we get into Christmas and that, orders, and I mean orders in the whole world, because delivery companies, they take days off and that. If you're sitting on the 2nd of January, nothing to do on TV, nothing to watch on TV, you want to do a bit of crafting, you run out your glue, you run out your foam pads, your cardstock. If you get it all now within birthday week, then you know you're going to have that good stash after Christmas, New Year. You're not going to run out on your key essentials. So perfect stocking up at this time of the year. Now what I've done is I've just cut out that With All My Love. We can kind of just see it there, all one die cut sentence, so you don't need to fiddle about with separate words. And I've done it out there because, as you can see, we're not going to see underneath there. So that was just a good way just to show you how it die cuts. As it is, I do have that one that I've already cut, but it's in the glitter card. So even a fine die, like the one I've just used, will die cut your small sentiments in glitter. So now's the time, let's start to assemble this.
And you get lots of sentiments, don't forget, in this collection as well. You're getting On Your Wedding Day, a wedding invitation, happy anniversary, always and forever, everlasting love, congratulations, and With All My Love. You get all of those sentiments in here, which is great. Which I'm guessing all of these sentiments, Craig, they're going to work wonderfully with this collection, but sentiments are one of those things that you're going to use all the time across all of your crafting.
They are as well, and you know, if you think beyond as well, now I say this every now and again, you know, sympathy cards, they're not cards that we want to make. We'll have to, unfortunately, sometime. Now, With All My Love, okay, this is in a spring theme, happy coloured collection. That is a sentiment that you are able to use for occasions such as sympathy cards. But then, With All My Love, that's going to be good for your birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, Easter times, any celebration, Thanksgiving. With All My Love, you'll be able to send and use that actual sentiments so many times. So always a good one just to pop in with your stash, and have in your stash actually. So now let's just take a couple of these extra elements. These ones came from Rose Garden, Sarah's new collection. So then all that I'm going to do is, I hadn't originally planned, Joe, for a foam pad, but I just can't do it. I just cannot have a card with no foam pad.
I mean, what even is a card with no foam pad?
It's
like a yin with no yang, Craig.
It's a
like
flat card.
A hail with no pace, an amp with no deck, you know.
It's exactly what it's like. It's a Craig with no Joe.
Absolutely.
It just doesn't go together. It's
a Simon Cowell with no high-waisted trouser.
Or it's Simon Cowell without Sunita.
Yes. Oh, I snorted, sorry.
Can I just say, Simon Cowell, if you're watching, no offence, you know, you never know, you might You might actually be watching. Never, you might be a crafter.
He may be a crafter. Who knows?
We've just popped that frame just within the middle, and because now this is something, although I've made it, Joe, this is what I would class an embellishment. So this is when I'm going to use my Floral glue gel. So we're just going to add some to the back.
And you can go out and you can buy glitzy flowers that have got gems in them that are made of paper, Craig, and you can spend an absolute fortune on them, can't you? Or you can make them yourself with this collection.
Joe, I have, and recently I have, because sometimes if I'm making a special card for my friends or family, as much as I want to make handmade flowers to pop on them, I don't always have the time. So I have gone out and bought already handmade cards or handmade flowers, and absolutely they cost about £3, £4, £5 for a pack of, 4 or 5. Whereas with your collection, if you've got extra flower forming foams, but even showing you what I've just done here is I've just used our cardstock. So you don't have to just do it through foam. What about vellum? Can you imagine cutting and creating using vellum when it comes to these ones? That would look spectacular. And then all that I'm just going to do is if I just peel this one off the bat. I've already popped it through.
I love the foliage in the glitter, Craig. I think that is genius.
It
really
works
adds
so
something.
well. It does. It works so well together. And then what I'm just away to do, I never thought this one through. Let's move that one out the way to start with. And then the good thing with it being on the glue gel, I can just move it out the way slightly. And we can pop that one there. So anyone watching that thinks that Craig is a glue gel hater, this proves that I'm not. I do use it. I do like it. There's a time and a place for it.
Haters gonna hate, Craig. You do you. That's what I say.
Yep. So we can press that back, and because I use the glue gel, because that's an embellishment, pop that back in. I'm going to take that excess off. Then there we go. We've got With All My Love. We've used just 3 of those die sets from the actual collection, and then there we go. We've got a nice little card. If you weren't to actually build up these flowers, then that could be really quite flat, so then therefore that's going to go into a normal envelope. But then there we go, a little sentiment into the middle, and there's a nice happy looking coloured card.
What a little bundle of joy you are, Craig, and that's a great card. See what I did there? Well, it was actually because Gillian said, Craig, you're bringing some sunshine on a very grey day. Absolutely. Craig is always bringing the sunshine. He's our little sunshine-fueled pocket rocket here at Crafters TV. Marilyn Pico as well says, Craig's demos are so inspiring. Absolutely gorgeous, says 4 holidays. And June says, it's a match made in heaven. Craig and foam pads. Absolutely. It is. Lots of you are placing your orders and getting really, really excited about all the wonderful things that you've stocked up on across the course of this birthday event. Right, let me find the right bag. You know what time it is, don't you? It's Chico time. No, it's not. It's
exactly the same.
It's not Chico time. It's giveaway time. That's Craig's. That's place to Craig's humour. That does. I should tell you that we had a contestant on X Factor a few years ago, and his saying was, "It's Chico time." So now we still say it. Okay. It was way too long ago for us to still be referencing it and trying to keep the illusion that we're both cool. We're not cool. It's fine. We know we're not cool. Right, should we give some stuff away? Because that's what we want to do, isn't it? In here, this bag's got embossing folders, I can see. It's got, oh yes, it's got Spectrum Noir sampler packs in here, as well as dies and stamps and a whole host of other things. The winner is coming from YouTube, which is awesome. And that winner is Tracy Hope. Tracy Hope, congratulations. You are the winner. You need to drop us an email to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. prizes@crafterscompanion.com. You are the winner, and your lucky bingo ball, I've been rummaging through my bingo balls, is bingo ball number B12, which is awesome, and it is going into this no expense spared bingo machine. In it goes. I'm going to pop it in there, and I'm going to give it a good old whiz. But the problem is, if I go all the way around, sometimes they come out. I know I've got to try and go the right way, haven't I? Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, yeah. It's just like riding a bike. It's nothing like riding a bike. Let's just pop that down over there. Don't forget, there's going to be 2 more winners, but everyone's going to get entered as well into that grand prize draw, which is awesome. So Sunday's grand prize draw, here it is. One of you lucky lot out there is going to be winning all of this, that amazing tote, a Gemini Junior, there's classiques in there, and also don't forget about all the awesome free gifts that we're going to be bringing you as well. The daily changing free gift, of course, when you spend £10 or $10, it is these fabulous tags what we've launched today, which is awesome. So you get there in there, stamps and dies, they're going to be super versatile. The other great thing as well, when you spend over £50 or $50, you're going to get one of our brand new tri-colour aqua markers. They were launched yesterday. I was absolutely devastated, Craig. You know when you're so jealous that you've missed out on the launch of something. I just couldn't, you know, maybe hopefully we'll have them on again really, really soon. Now, talking of new launches, I can't be that sad, Craig, because you win some, you lose some. And yes, I have got the launch of the brand new Crafters Inspiration, and it is the Tray Festive one, which I know you are going to love. On our way to a 50%, half of this stock having sold out and gone. It's only just launched. Now, let me take you through why I absolutely love it. I think if you are new to crafting, you're going to love this. Also, if you're an experienced crafter, you're going to love it because there are hints, tips and tricks in here. Look who that is, that cheeky chappy there. Look, a little interview with our Ben. You've got hints, tips and tricks in here, which you're going to take across your whole crafty stash, which is awesome. From box making to home decor, there's really a little bit of everything in here for you. Christmas decorations, brand new card styles that you won't have chosen before. There are tutorials for beginners right the way through to advanced crafters, and you've got 70 projects that you're going to be able to sink your teeth into in there, which is awesome. But we all know what it's about, really, don't we? Yes, the inspiration is great, but we love the freebies. Now, you have got a digital download on here, which means that you've got over 1,200 printable elements that you can print time and time again, which is fabulous. And it's click and print technology. You have to do any of that constructing malarkey if you don't want to, which is awesome. With then constructing malarkey, you don't have to like drag it and drop. No, just print it. That's it. Print it and cut it. Done. We've also got as well glorious stamps in the collection for you too. So you've got those cute little dragon in there. Sorry, I'm trying to find something to put it against so you can see what it looks like. There we are. That's it. Well, what am I like? There you are. So you've got the cute little dragon in there. Loads of sentiments as well. And you've also got there. Have I got two of the same one in there? Maybe I have. Let me, I'll sort that out in a minute. Don't you worry about that. Then what we've also got as well is a fantastic embossing folder in here. And you're going to get a gorgeous, super gorgeous Merry Christmas diary, which you're going to get loads and loads of use out of there. The other great thing about this is that for £9.99 or £19.95, Club Inspire Platinum members, you're going to get this for like, £8 in the UK, $16 if you're in the US. It's even more of a steal. Every single boxed magazine has £50 or $50 worth of crafty goodies in it, which is awesome. And we're going to slap 100 bonus points on there for you as well. Slap them on. Every single person gets that extra 100 bonus points as well. It is brand new. If you want to be amongst the first to get your hands on it, then today is the day. Also, what's awesome about this is as well, if you are, I was reading I was hearing on the radio today actually that said last minute Christmas shopping is not going to be a thing this year, Craig. Apparently only as little as 15% of us plan to leave all of our Christmas shopping until December this year, saying that we're all going to get a head start because we're not going to the high street and stuff like that. I'm thinking if you've got crafty friends or people that you maybe that have got a little bit more time on their hands at the moment and want to get crafty, surely there's no better thing that you could buy them, and they're not going to know that you've only got it for that cinch of a price of $9.99 or $19.95. So definitely grab those and stock up on those as gifts. Now, new from Tiffany, the Sarah Buddy Bag. I'm so organised I couldn't find it. Here it is. How much has this gone? Over 60% now of this has sold out and gone. Now this was developed, obviously Tiffany names all of her bags. So when we had the pleasure of Tiffany joining us here at Crafters Companion, the obviously initial thing that we needed was a Sarah Buddy Bag, and we've got one. And it is to store our three pen markers. Let's refer to them as that. So whether it's fits your tri-blend marker, like I've got here, it fits your tri-blend brush pen or your tri-colour aqua marker, they all sit in here beautifully. And the great thing is that it's cascading as well. So can you see how they're on 3 different levels? And that's great because it makes it really easy for you to come in and pick out the precise pen that you need. You can fit loads in here as well. £5.99 or $7.99. I know that there's less than 100 now of these to go around, and bearing in mind there's nearly 1,000 of you watching us live at the moment across Facebook and YouTube. So it's not an awful lot of stock to go around. I know that a lot of you grabbed these when they were on HSN and are now coming back and stocking up on another one. I can see that a lot of you are actually multi-ordering at the moment as well. Really, really busy on that. And remember, the great thing about the buddy bags is they all go into your lowest tote. So if you've got the lowest tote, you're going to absolutely adore using this in conjunction with that. Should we have a look at Stephanie as well whilst we're here? Here's Stephanie. I showed you the full one, didn't I? I'm going to show you the empty one, actually. I'm going to go rogue. Here we are. So this is what it looks like when you get it home, which is fantastic. So let me show you this here, what you have. So what you've got are your different storage trays. So let me pop these around the correct way so you can see. So what you've got are 4 different compartments. Now, the compartments are a quarter of Stephanie has already gone, I'm just hearing. The compartments are basically designed so if you want to remove them and take them out, absolutely you can, or you can leave them in situ, it's up to you. And they are designed to take your ink pads. You could do what now? You could organise your tea in here. As in like tea, as in like what we have in the evening as our last meal, or like cups of tea. Oh, your tea bags. Oh, yes. You know, forget about like vintage antique tea caddies people had. Oh, no, we got totally Tiffany now. We don't need that. The great thing is that you can pop into here your different ink pads. So if you, maybe you're going to like a crafting event or something like that, then what you could actually do is maybe have all of your opaque pigments in here. You could have your quick dries in another one. You can have your water reactives in another one. It's up to you. Maybe you can have your translucents in another. You can pop all your different things in there. It also works really well for things like all of your drops and powders too, because it's a really nice high size. It means that things like your Nuevo stone drops and stuff like that, they'll all sit in there beautifully. If you've got alcohol inks, I think they would work beautifully in this buddy bag as well. And remember, it all stores upright, so it will drop into Sheila. No, it will drop into Lois without any issues whatsoever. Sheila's a whole different thing. What am I like, honestly? Right, let's pop that down there. Still super busy. Loads of you chatting away as well over in the comments as well. A lot of people talking about that last demo, Craig. Joanne saying, looks like lifelike. Sylvia says, wow, well done, stunning card. Beth says, Joe, you're making me giggle today. I have no idea why, Beth. I really don't. Right, let's move on to the Garden of Love collection. Shut the front door. The price on this is off the chart. If you don't own the full collection of this, I think it's a case of either you own it or you're buying it today, because the price and the saving you've got is phenomenal. £74.81 you're saving in the UK. US viewers, you are saving in excess of $100 when you go for this as well. £62.84. No one's paying that price, because I know everyone is in the club as well, and you are going to be saving even more, anywhere between 5 to 20% of course on top of that. Let me whiz through again exactly what you are getting in here. You are getting 3 different packs of cardstock. I will just say to you, there are some smaller bundles available on this collection over on the website. I'm not going to give you the details because far and away the busiest is this full collection. If you want to, I'd always say with every show, make sure you pop yourself over to the website and you click the Shop the Show button, have a look at everything that's in the show, because we definitely won't get to all the items. But if you did want some smaller options, go and have a look over there. But this really is how you're getting that most awesome saving. 3 different paper pads, or paper packs in here, I should say. 72 sheets of fabulous cardstock in here in total for you. So you've got the luxury linen cardstock in here, which is awesome. You're going to get the beautiful glitter card, and you're also going to get as well exactly the same colorways in the glitter, in the mirror card, sorry, I should say too. So that is your cardstock that you are getting in here. Then we have got more fabulous dies than you can shake a pokey tool at. Let's start off with those wonderful sentiment dies as well. You've got With All My Love, On Your Wedding Day, happy anniversary, everlasting love. How awesome is that sentiment? You've got congratulations in here as well, and you've also got always and forever. You will also get as well, I don't have a board for it, one that says on your wedding day too. So you'll get all of those wonderful sentiment stamps. They're awesome because they're really versatile. You can use them across a whole host of different projects. Then we've got a gorgeous border die for you. So this one here is your delicate lace border, as you can see just there. Really usable, that one. And you've then got a gorgeous peony, the elegant peony, edgeable die too. That was one that you just saw Craig using. Remember, edgeable means you can do all of those edgeable techniques that you'll find across on our edgeable masterclasses over on Crafters TV. We've then got floral dies for you. So these are fabulous for your flower forming foam, but as you just saw Craig do a moment ago, they also work equally well with white cardstock or mulberry paper or tissue paper or any host of different mediums. You've then got as well this one here, which is your layered rose too. So really gorgeous flower dies in here. And you've got this wonderful rose place card. So if you want to make your own place settings, it's like a place setting with a little bit of an edgeable element within there as well. Really, really awesome. Great value for money. They are the dies that you're getting in this collection. We are not finished though. No. I just need to find where I put the other ones. Here they are. I knew they wouldn't be too far away. And then what we've got are some gorgeous stamps. Loads of gorgeous stamps in here. So this one here is your to have and to hold, which is wonderful. Then what you've got as well, the next one is your floral bouquet, which is this one just here. Oh no, I'm smashing everything up today. I don't know what's wrong with me. There we are. That was so close. I nearly took the whole pack shot out of there. We've got that gorgeous bouquet. One of us would have been leaving after it went. And we've also got as well, Save the Date, which is this one just here. And this, of course, is great for all of those different events and invitations that you want to craft. And then you've also got as well monogram frames, which are these ones here. Brilliant for personalisation, wonderful for place settings, and also it's an alphabet, so you know, super versatile, and loads that you can do with an alphabet stamp set. £62 or $84. Now this was it's been around for a little while, this collection. Plot twist, I've never seen a deal like this on it. You're getting the best price as far as I'm concerned. However, if you do already own this collection, have you been crafting with it? I'd love to see some of the things that you have been making with this collection. And you can drop those pictures to me actually at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Details there along the bottom of the screen. Loads of you chatting away. Remember as well, keep commenting because I'm going to be choosing another 2 winners before the end of this show. But Craig, what would you like to share with us next?
Right, we're going to do a bit of stamping. We're also going to do a bit of heat embossing. So what I want you to do is stay tuned throughout this whole up, because when it comes towards the end, when we're ready to do a bit of heat embossing, we're going to use something super cool. Super cool. If you like your heat embossing, maybe you had a bit of trouble, maybe you've burnt your fingers or anything like that, I've got something that's going to help. Can I say it? No, I won't. No, I'm not going to. No.
Are you not going to tease it? Oh, come on.
Okay, well, I'll say the words. I'll say the words. Embossing station.
I'm going rogue, Craig.
There we go. If it couldn't have been for what's going on in the world, I would have been right across there and that would be getting snatched right out.
Embossing station, it's available right now over on the website. Go and check it out.
Well, I'm away to Trump yet already. Look at that.
How
your heat tool
fabulous.
Sits in great, perfectly. Hands-free, you don't need to do anything. You've got different size heat tools. You've got a removable ring. So then that's going to fit any of your larger heat tools if you've got. But then, what you've also got, you're like, yeah, but Craig, you said, what about if you're burning your fingers? Well, now, think of the things that you could be using that for when it comes to crafting. After what Joe's just done, I could be hitting him with that one.
Oh.
What you then do...
Oh, Craig, you're all the lols today.
I'm all the lols.
Yes.
You are. Just clip your project on, turn your heat tool on, you heat it up and it melts. You don't need to worry, it's not going to burn your fingers. Then once it's done, I don't know why I'm telling you this all now because I'm away to show you. But then you can pop your projects in there. I know that sheet's a bit bigger, but then you can then pop it. So as you're letting it just to actually cool down a bit, if you've got multiple projects you can do, slot it into the side just there. But you've got all these bits that you can actually just tuck your cables and that in. But seeing as Joe spoiled that for me, what we will just do is we will go over it properly just shortly. But we are going to do a bit of stamping. What we're going to do as well, we're going to be using the floral bouquets. Now, this is perfect. You may have seen or got something similar. Remember with our vertical sentiment stamps and dies, and what you get is you get a nice selection of flowers you can layer up. We're going to be using that. That's similar, and we're going to be using to having to hold sentiment. Perfect for going right into the center of what we're about to create or using them on their own. It's up to you. So what we're going to do first is, if you like to create your bouquet of flowers, but maybe you think, I'm not too neat, I'm not too precise, this is going to be perfect, because you don't need to be neat, you don't need to be precise, you can go all rogue if you want, you can create your different designs, it's entirely up to you. Now, I've taken a piece of our white smooth stamping card. However, what you can do, if you wanted to, you could use some of the white texture card that comes within the collection today. It's a bit of a linen effect. You've got a bit of a textured look with your stamping, but that would still look equally smart. So I've got my smooth stamping card, which is 7x7. Now what I've also done is just using our circle nesting dies, I've just die cut a circle, and all that I'm going to do is I'm just popping it roughly within the middle, and it's just going to be a bit of a guide for me. I'm just going to take a pencil and very lightly, doesn't have to be a die cut circle, it could be a small cup or anything round that you want to enable yourself to follow the lines when stamping. So that's then just going to give me a light circle. I've kept it light because you are going to rub it out afterwards. So that's all us good to go. So let's bring in our stamps. I'm just going to, let's use this one that I had to the side here. So this is where you can see you've got your stamps, you've got your flowers, but you've got some, for instance, the rose just here, these actually layer on top of each other. So you can get your dimension if you like to do your building of your stamps. You've got foliage, you've got some different leaves, you've got a nice collection to actually make your bouquet or wreaths or corners, anything like that. So what we're going to do is, let's just take our small stamping platform. Now, if you've got the large 8x8 with the magnetic disc, you can be using that. That will work. However, because we're wanting to go very random, I don't want to have it held down with magnets. I want to keep it kind of in a position where I can move it about. So let's start with the rose. So I'm going to take these two roses, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in this detailed one, and I'm just going to pop it into the middle. And then I'm going to bring in our pale fig and our crushed velvet. So I know a rose, sometimes you think of reds, but this theme I'm going to go yellows and purples. So for this one, what I'm going to do, because this is the base layer, this is then going to be the light colour. So I'm using our quick dry. So this one is, as I say, the pale fig. And I'm doing quick dry because we're going to be handling this quite a lot, because we're going to be moving around. So I want it to dry really quick. So I'm just going to stamp onto there, and the reason I've done that circle is that gives me a guide because I'm going to follow it all the way around, and then afterwards any pencil line you can still come and rub out. So if I take that one off, if I take that second detail of the actual rose, and then I'm just going to stamp that on, and I'm wondering if maybe I should have done this one first, but let's go for it. Now you've got sort of like an area at the bottom. It kind of shows you or tells you just to actually go over the top just here, but you can go all rogue. So with this one here, because I'm keeping with the pale fig and I'm keeping with the crushed velvet, it's a bit of a lighter ivory purple. It's going to be quite easy for you to see what you're doing. And then actually even that way you can see how it gives you that dimension already for you. So if you like to have that effect but you're not good with colouring, it's done for you. So let's just do a few more. So I'm actually going to start with that one, and we'll do the pale fig again. So let's stamp one here. I tend to do things in threes to start with. So we'll do one there, and then let's do another one up into here. And again, I've just kind of followed the circle that I've already got penciled in, and then I can take that one off, and let's pop that one back on, and now we're going to move on to the crushed velvet, and then we can then just add that colour on. Now again, as I was saying, I can see from here, the shape of this rose matches the shape of that one. But don't worry. Go, go all rogue if you wanted to. It doesn't need to match precisely. What it's going to do is it's still going to give you that depth and dimension.
Oh, I love that,
Giving
Craig.
you that 3D look. And can you see there, precisely as I was saying, you can see how it's not bang on. You see how the layers are separate from each other in that part here. So don't worry, don't panic. This is what's great about these stamps, is the fact of, you don't have to be too precise if you don't want to be. So then all that I'm going to do, I've got one more to do, don't I? So let's just bring in that crushed velvet again. And then I'm just going to pop that one on into place. And again, we're starting to build up the actual dimension of that rose. And then all that I'm going to do is I'll just change over to the next one. And I know, Joe, you've got, is it comments or that you're wanting to read?
Yeah, loads of people are going for this.
I'll just explain this bit. And then, sorry.
You said comments. I mean, as soon as I hear comments, I mean, that's it, Craig. Literally, it's muscle memory. I can't stop. Out it comes. Sorry,
I was just about to start what I was doing, and then that gives Joe time to actually do comments instead of me like just shutting them off. Although I did just kind of shut them off there, which wasn't intended, but I know you know that, and Joe knows that. Not that I'm really bothered if he did take offence.
Wow.
So what I'm just doing now is the same idea. I'm not actually too sure what I would class. I don't know why I'm putting them on white because you can't quite see. But I'm not actually. I think it's a bit more of a peony. So all that I'm just going to do for this one, I'm going to go completely different with a peony. Although you do get yellow peonies, I'm going to go for quick dry again. It's straw bale and lemon tonic, and I'm going to do exactly the same. So this one here, I'm going to do with the lightest, which is straw bale, and then for this one with a bit more detail, I'm going to go for the darker shade, which is lemon tonic. So Joe, I absolutely apologise for that, but I will be quiet now, do a bit of stamping, and I'll let you read if you so wish.
No, I feel the moment's past. No, I'm joking. Katie says, I'd like a show with Joe crafting. How funny would that show be? It would be, well, I mean, we wouldn't sell anything, as rightly pointed out by the gallery. No, it would be awful, but hilarious, no doubt. Darlene says she's got the Garden of Love. She couldn't resist it. Claire loving the embossing folder. Beth has got this set. She says she needs to dig it out. She loved using all of the 3D layering flowers that we've done previously. La Quieta says that the dies are beautiful in this collection. Susie is letting me know that she's got 2 of the Sarah bags, an Edna bag, a Stephanie bag, and a Shelley bag in this show. She's going all out. Wowzers. Jenny says as well, I'm so pleased that the Sarah bag was launched. I can now store all my tri-blends. Katie says, how many are left of that Sarah bag? Oh, less than 50. I don't think it's going to last the show. I would say if you've got it in your basket or your cart, consider checking it out. Details that are along the bottom of your screen. When it sells out, we'll do our best to get it back in stock ASAP, but I don't know how quickly that will be. So if you've decided you want it, especially as I know a lot of you have gone recently made for tri-blend brush pens or those brand new tricolour markers, if you want somewhere to store them, definitely grab it whilst we have it. Katie asked, would the buddy bags fit into the portable craft room? Absolutely, no idea why they wouldn't. That craft room is absolutely mahoosive, so I think they'll definitely fit in there. Deborah's letting me know that she's drinking her coffee from a Crafter's Companion mug and loving it. Does it make the coffee taste better, Deborah? That's what I want to know. Christine says as well, I bought the magazine, I just couldn't resist. Marianne's letting me know that she has just gone platinum as well. Congratulations, Marianne. Craig as well, I know he was teasing us earlier, but he's going to be doing a demonstration on that magazine, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Anne Masujo on YouTube says, such a great team, Joe and Craig, bringing joy and laughter to a gloomy day. It must be really grey and miserable, like everywhere today, Craig, because it was actually quite a nice day when I was driving up today, back from the northwest over to the northeast. But I'm guessing across the pond, it's a bit grey and miserable today.
I think this time of the year across the pond, I think there's certain areas, isn't there, where the weather isn't too
weather
great.
Can be a bit wild, can't it, this time of year?
It looks like it can be, yeah. You see it on the news when you get the weather reports from across the pond. You think, oh gosh.
I love that we call it a pond. I mean, because it couldn't be any different to a pond.
Exactly.
I wonder if there's koi carp in there though, like there are in the ponds that we have here in the UK.
Is that a fish?
A koi carp?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those big ones.
Oh, I thought all fishes
That's
do that.
my impression of a koi carp.
Don't all the fishes do that?
I don't know if I can do yeah, there you go. That was a whale because it has a, doesn't it? It has that big, they blow all the stuff out the top. No? Okay, not impressed by that. A tough crowd today, Craig, tough
that
crowd.
was brilliant. Oh, gosh. I'll never look at a whale the same again. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh, yeah. See, the next... Yeah, I'll just say it's Free Willy a whale. Yeah, Free Willy is a whale.
He's a whale. Free Willy, he was a killer whale.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
sorry,
a killer whale.
I just heard in my ear saying, "Is Free Willy, is that a whale?" Yes, Free
Yeah.
Willy is a whale. So, so what I've been doing, as Joe was doing his whale impressions, I have just started. I've just carried on stamping. Now, I didn't do any layering. All that I was just doing.
I'm having a whale of a time. I don't know about you.
I knew someone was going to come out with that. I didn't know who, but I knew someone was. So I've just been using individual stamps. So on this one here that we can see there, I used our fuchsia, still being our quick dry. So that one is the fuchsia. And then the one that I started off before we went to Joe was the straw bale and the lemon tonic. And then I've gone over into the leaves and the foliage, which at the moment I've been using the spring meadows. So I'm literally, all that I'm doing, nothing precise, nothing specific. I'm just picking out flowers and then I'm just actually laying that colour down. Now you can keep going and going and going. I've got one already done that I will show you just shortly, but I wanted to just let you see how you can start to build up, because then what I want to just do in a moment is just show you how you will do a bit of heat embossing if you so wish.
Fabulous. Sharon says, lol, Joe's whale impression. Mary Sank says, learning, buying and laughing. I mean, what could be better on this fabulous Wednesday than doing all of those free, Marie? If you have got this collection, don't forget, I'd love to see some of the things that you've been making with it, and you can pop those to us. We'd love to see your pickies, and you can send them to studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send that. Details are just there along the bottom of your screen. Think about the value, Craig, as well. This is what one element of this collection that you have gone for, and you have got so many other elements within here that you're going to be getting loads of craftability out of. And of course, you've done this. I love the colours that you've used here, Craig, and gone for it. But you could make this really quite abstract if you wanted to.
Of course you can. You know, if you've got a full quick dry range, and just to say, if you have got the water reactive range, you can still use that. It's just obviously quick dry, the dry quick. That's why I wanted to use them. But then you can see just in here, you've even got stamps that are stamens. So I've just finished these ones off. Now I could keep going and going and going. You've seen that I've even been overlapping. Don't worry about this pencil line, because even through the ink, you can still come and rub it out. Now, the reason initially I used the quick dry for this, if I was to use water reactive and go over with my embossing powder, water reactive stays a bit wet longer. So therefore the actual powders will stick to it, which I don't want. I don't want the powders to stick to that. So what I'm going to do is you can either bring in your actual ink pad, your translucent clear ink pad, your sticky ink pad, or if you use the opaque pigment, because that's a real juicy sticky ink pad. So this one is the pink tulip. So then all that I'm just going to do with this one is let's go for this one, and we're just going to do it as I have been doing, and I'm just going to stamp that up, and we're just going to add the colour on, and then I'm just going to stamp randomly throughout. Now it's hard to see, just say it's very, very light. However, I think what I'm going to do is, bear with me a sec, I'm going to reach over. And it's just, I'm coming back. I'm just
reaching.
I'm just here, you can see my hand.
June says over on Facebook, whale, I'll be never. You two are so cod darn funny.
Gosh.
Love it. And
That's
Julie
a
went
good one.
platinum today as well. Congratulations, Julie.
I like that one. That was good. What's that an impression of this time? A mermaid?
No, that was an impression of like, woo, someone's gone platinum. It wasn't an impression, that was just me doing me, Craig. Imagine if the Little Mermaid looked like that.
I don't know, maybe. There we go. See how now I've gone for that deeper colour. So I've gone for the fuchsia this time, so you can see now exactly what I'm doing. So then what I'm going to do is let's just stamp a few more. And then I'm just going to, let's do another one here. I'm still overlapping. I am coming out slightly because I want you to see how it's going to look in a moment. Let's actually do a few more. Let's just do a few more because we're going to add that powder down. So let's do that one and then that one. So we'll do that one just here. Now what we can do is if I come over with some clear embossing powders. So I'm just going to pour that one over. Now you could use colour embossing powders if you wanted to, if you've got our translucent clear ink pad, but by using the opaque pigment, that stays sticky, so then the inks are going to stay, or the powder's going to stay in place. So if I then just get that excess off, now I can see from here that the powder is stuck to those areas where I've just stamped a moment ago, but it's not stuck to the ink before because that's quick dry. It's not going to stick to the actual image, so you're all good to go. So now this is where what you would do, and I do it as well, you would come along and then I'm just going to take this excess. So this is the sort of thing that you're all going to be doing at home, like I always do as well. You're going to be holding it down, and then you're going to be holding your heat tool, and you know you have to watch your fingers. You can see all that, so you're trying to be careful. Now, with this one, what we're going to do is if we bring...
if you're doing that on your dining table or
Exactly.
on your
Absolutely.
lovely kitchen work surface, and then you take it away and you end up with a big brown burn mark on whatever you're using, that is not going to be nice, is it?
It's not. It's not going to be nice at all. Now, this gives you the ability and the option, if you like to do your mixed media with all your thicker embossing granules and that, then again, this is where your heat tool and this removable ring at the top just here, because this allows either, depending on what heat tool you're using, and this allows you to use different ones, you can see here that the end of the heat tool is really quite close to the base, but then having this actual ring at the top there, you see how it keeps it a lot further at the top
so
there.
Without the ring, would it be like the more hairdryer style one that you would use in there? You know, the one that's on more of a handle and then it faces, the handle's here and it faces that way. Do you know what I mean?
I know
think
exactly.
Debbie Robinson uses one, doesn't she?
Yeah. Again, when it comes to with the ring, what I would say is it does depend on the actual heat tool that you're using. When it comes to like the hairdryer style, then absolutely. But have a look. So I can see with this one that I'm using here is too close to the base for me. I don't want it to be too close. So this is where I'm going to pop that ring in, and then that just holds it. That gives me lots of space. What that's then going to do is if I just bring in the pad, so I'm just going to pop my actual paper there, or my card. I'm just fastening that on. Now that gives me the ability now to move that about. My hands are out of place. I'm just going to do so one last thing. If I was right close down, now you can see I've got very little manoeuvrability. This is when you're going to burn your cardstock. Your actual inks are going to bubble. You need that bit of distance, and this keeps the distance for you. You've even got the cable here, so your cable around here, so you can see how it neatly,
fabulous.
so when you're not using it, twist it around, even twist some of it around while you're using it, because the last thing you want, because it happens with me, you're holding your heat tool, the actual cord, the cable is falling under your arms, you don't want that to burn, so just twist it around. That's going to be nice and secure. And then what we're just going to do is we're just going to just turn this one on, and then I can see here heat's coming direct. And then once we're good to go, what I will do is, let's just see, I'm just tipping it so I can see from my angle that it's melting. And now it's melted, I'm just going to move along. You won't be tipping your tool.
Don't tip yours over. Do not tip yours over. The great thing I think though it is with this, Craig, is that it gives you, doesn't it? If you are new to heat embossing and you find it a bit precarious, then having two hands free to do it is going to be a lot better than having to hold it with one hand, trying to balance it, holding it, and then holding it right on the very corner. And especially when it's a smaller project, Craig, okay with a bigger project like this, but if you're heat embossing just, you know, an initial or something, or one of those tiny little flowers, how are you going to do that? This allows you to do it and stay well out of the way. I think it's genius, don't you?
I think it is as well. I think it's absolutely genius. I've heard about this, I've not seen it until I came in today, but even just by watching me with my hand movements, now you can see I'm holding this one in. You're not going to be holding it at an angle, but then I could be swapping my hands so I can go around. But what you seen me a moment ago, I was using this hand and see how I was even still able to twist it and turn it. If I turn that one off, because this is all nicely heated and melted, but just what you were saying a moment ago, let's just quickly, Joe, let's move this one out of the way for a second. I'm going to bring in that circle that I die cut where I used as a bit of a circle guide. So let's just bring in our inks. We'll use that one. Actually, let's use our stamp that was already on. So we've got a smaller piece of cardstock now. This could be your placement setting, you know, the one that's in the bundle that Joe showed you earlier. That's really small. As detailed as it is, it's small, so you need to be careful. So let's just pour just a little bit into place. We're going to then remove that one. So I've got my powder all on there. Now what I can do is come along and then I can just fasten that, just like that one. That's nice and secure. It's away from my hand, so we can just turn this one around for you to see.
Backdrop on YouTube says, wow, never seen the station before. Absolute game changer.
Yeah.
Loads of you loving this. Busy on this as well. £23 or $31 to get your hands on this. Great, maybe, Craig, if you don't have the best dexterity, or maybe in one hand you don't have particularly amazing dexterity. This would be a really, really great way of heat embossing.
It is. It's a really good way, and it's a safer way if maybe you've got kiddies about, maybe if you've got doggies, you know, you've got the dogs that flying about. But what I want to do is, I'm going to turn my hand round so you can see, obviously, that's where I've just melted. Now, this picture doesn't do it justice, but what I want to do is, if I turn it that way, look at the distance between my hand here and then also where the heat was getting directed to. So a smaller image, but it's a lot safer now. So you can see there, it's nice, it's good, it's secure. And then once you're finished, take that off, take your tool out. Then all that you're going to do is there's a wee recess just at the bottom, just there. So we're just going to pop that one on.
Oh, fabulous.
We're going to pop that one there. We're going to pop the wee clip just there, and then if I was wanting that to cool, I can just pop that in just like so. That can then be enabling me to move on to my next project, my next one that I want to heat up, all good to go.
Awesome. That is absolutely fabulous. That it really, really is awesome. Lots of you are sending in things that you've been making as well. Heidi has sent this in, which is amazing. Heidi in Ohio, Heidi, looks absolutely fabulous. That really love what she's done there. Doubling up that edgeable, Craig. What an interesting way of using it.
It's really good. Yeah, it's kind of like the flip reverse side, isn't it? Really good way as well.
Awesome. Yeah, really, really great that. If you want to keep sending your pictures in, we love receiving the pictures of what you have been up to. Over half of the magazine has gone. It is a brand new launch today as well. So a lot of you having gone for this, hundreds in fact, before the show, hundreds of you gone for this in the hour as well. It is very, very busy on this. Now, let me take you through exactly what you are getting. It comes boxed as well. I know we said earlier about maybe giving this as a gift. It would be an absolutely fabulous gift. So let me take you through everything that's coming included in here as well. So you've got 70 different projects in here, which is absolutely fabulous. So a whole host of different festive items in here. We've got a little interview with our Ben in the front of here. We've got some card projects. We've got some box frames. We've also got home decor items in here. What I love is as well, it tells you what skill level the projects are as well. So things for starter, for beginners, for intermediates, for experts. You've got a little word set, a crossword in there as well. There's really, really loads of awesome things in here for you. Now, before I go through all the freebies that are in here, I know Craig just wants to finish popping together that card that he was doing, the Garden of Love collection. So that looks gorgeous, Craig.
So what you would then just do is carry on doing what I'm doing, building the layers, changing the colours, changing the stamps, and this is the effect that you can get. So you can see there, it didn't need to be precise when I was actually creating this one the other day. Using the sentiment stamps within the middle, I used the black quick dry. Using the cardstock that's also within the bundle, I'm just going to use my tape runner, and within the centre of a couple of these flowers, in the middle of some of the stamens, all that I've just done is popped a few gems, and I'm just going to pop that one in the middle. This is an 8x8 card blank in total. Just bringing in a bow that I've already tied, and then there we go. So we don't need to do anything else to it. That's all done, that's finished. So following the steps that I was showing you, it could then end up with a result just like that one.
It looks absolutely blooming gorgeous, that does. So again, you're going to be able to get those results as well. That is one element of a huge collection you're getting there. Right, we did the magazine. Let me share with you again the freebies that you are getting in here, because we have got for you an awesome embossing folder in here. Love the size of this one as well. It's a 4x4 size, which is a bit different to what we'd normally be working with, but it really is going to give you something a little bit different. You've got a gorgeous stamp selection in here as well, and you're getting that fabulous Merry Christmas die too, along with the magazine. That's not all you're getting, is it? Don't forget, you are getting that free download, over 1,200 printable elements in here. So it means that you can just click and print and click and print, and you have got backing papers and toppers and a whole host of other wonderful things. Now, what we could do is, and what we used to do is, we used to give you a paper pack sometimes included with these, and it would be on the inside of the magazine, the very centre part, and you might get 12 or you might get 14 patterned papers within here. The thing is, we could continue to do that, but why would we give you 14 or 16 or 18 when we can give you 1,200 when you print them yourself? It is such better value. In the magazine, you are getting, along with the freebies, £50 or $50, over £50 or $50 worth of amazing crafty goodies in here, as well as that fantastic 68-page magazine, which is fantastic. If you've not had one before, then definitely get your hands on it. You're going to love it. And the great thing is, a great one to start off, it's 28, but it's our festive edition as well, which is fantastic. So it means that really awesome festive projects, whether that is greetings cards or it's things like home decor and your own homemade decorations. If you are going to go for your, if you're going to try and do a handmade Christmas this year, this is definitely going to help you achieve that. £9.99 if you're here in the UK, £19.95 if you are across in the US. If you're on the US subscription service with HSN, then you don't need to grab this. You will already have that coming to you. Craig, loads of inspiration packed full in every single one of these magazines, but the freebies or the bonus bits on their own, there's loads you can do with those, isn't there?
They're so usable. Use them completely separate, use them on their own. And just in wonder that you wanted to know, that the fact is, the reason Sarah does this is, if being a crafter, if you've bought other magazines, if you're watching other shows and that, like why would you? But if you are, you're never going to see adverts for our magazine. And that's because Sarah doesn't pay anything for the marketing. We don't do marketing as such when it comes to the magazine. All the money that would be used for that, Sarah keeps within the magazine. And this gives you all of these extra goodies within the magazine. So that's how she does it, because she knows if you're a new crafter, if you've never used her stuff before, you get that magazine, once you start, you know how good they are, you're going to come back time and time again. So that's how she uses these ones. So what I've just done is I've taken a card blank, so this was 6x6. Then what I've just done is I have scored halfway down, and then all that I've just done is just cut to a point. Now this is going to create a concept card that you could make with your Ultimate Pro. If you're not comfortable with that, then what this is then going to do, if I bring another bit in, I'll explain this bit in a moment, this is going to give you a shaped card, a shaped easel card there. Now you can make these on the Ultimate Pro, but then this is just another 6x6 square, and that's just going to go at an angle there. Now these papers here, what I would say when I print mine at home, I use our smooth white stamping card. So I use that one for mine. What you might find is, because my printer, I'm not good with technology or computers or that. My printer does, where the paper comes down the back and then it comes out the front?
Yeah.
That, a back feeder, thank you. You might sometimes, with your 300 GSM cardstock, you might have trouble if you've got one of those printers, that goes in, turns all the way around and spits back out again. If you have one of them...
A front feeder?
Front feeder.
Oh, it's a flatbed feeder, apparently.
So if you have one of them, use
so
one of
feeders.
round about our 180 papers you'll find on the website. If you have a backdrop, then use about a 300, the smooth. That's then going to give you the perfect smooth. If you please don't use that, inexpensive copier paper. It's not going to do it justice whatsoever. But there we go. Just in case you wonder, what kind of paper will I use? So what I'm going to do to start with, so these papers were printed from there. Now I've just taken another piece of our white smooth stamping card, which is 5x5. We're going to bring in the embossing folder. So if I just pop that one just nicely in like that one, because I've cut it to size. And because this is, I hate using the word standard, Joe. It's nothing standard about our embossing folders. But it's the one, it doesn't have the 3D elements. However, you're still going to get incredible embossed detail. 2 cutting plates. However, what I am just going to do is I am just going to add in my metal shim just to give that embossed detail, that extra bit of kind of like oomph to it. So as that comes out, then all that I'm going to do, bringing in our water reactive ink pad, the pine tree, I'm just going to colour around the edges.
Just to let you know, Craig, sorry to interrupt, but less than 30 now of that Sarah body bag to go around. If it's in your basket, please check it out, because we are fast approaching a situation where there's more of you trying to get it than we actually have stock available. I'd hate for anyone to be disappointed and miss out.
I know, it's such a good deal, it's a good offer, and it's great to actually just start to get things in organisation. If maybe you're not very organised and you want to try and get a bit organised, these are great to actually start doing that one with. So I'm taking the pine tree, all I'm just doing is I'm just laying up my blending tool with the ink, and then I'm just going to go around and I'm really laying the colour down. So we're going to really lay that colour down. The more that we go over the top, the more that the darkness will start to pick out the embossed detail. Because I added my metal shim, now it's not essential to do that. Don't think you have to use the metal shim. What that just does is it just makes that embossed detail stand out that little bit more. So what I'll do is I'm going to do the whole lot, but let's just do these 2 edges just so that you can see the difference. So let's just start to lay that down. Again, certain areas, if you really want to lay that colour down, you can do. So then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to bring that one up. If I come a bit closer for you to see, then what you're going to be able to do is you'll see the 2 corners that I've not inked just yet compared to the 2 that I have. So there we can see we've got the corner with that side. But you still, if you want to leave that all white, you can do. Nothing's stopping you. You've got that incredible elegance all the way around. But we're just going to finish off just with that ink. And then what we can then do is, as like usual, I've got one already finished where all that I've just done is I've just added a couple of red berries just within the actual berry section of the holly leaves.
Oh, awesome. That looks really, really gorgeous, Craig. Loads of you loving this. Linda Becker says, Crafts Magazine is my fave. I refer to the previous issues all the time. I just finished a project actually from an older issue. Diana says as well, I like to watch reruns of the shows while I'm crafting because it keeps me going on them. It doesn't even have to be what I'm working on. It just feels like I'm at a crafting meetup, which is lovely, isn't it?
That's so nice. That's really nice to hear, isn't it? You know, it's nice to see how people craft, where they craft. I know obviously at the moment most people are crafting at home, but it is nice to see. Now you can see just there, within this one just here, I can't remember what green I used, so I'll come back to you on that one just to let you know, but it's still part of the water reactive ones, one of the other green shades. But all that I just done was just added a couple of red berries, well, gems as the red berries. If you've got any glue gels, your coloured glue gels or that, you could be using them. And then what I've done, the reason I've left this centre as it is, now you can bring in the stamp set that you're also getting within the magazine, or if you have had any of the past Hunky Dory collections, if you've got your square toppers, could be our Sarah's Signature collection, Nature Garden, you could pop them in the middle. I've created my own topper, still with the printable background. So this is 3x3. Now I've used the green glitter card. This is from our luxury card. However, if you wanted a more pastel tone look to it all, why not use the glitter card from the Garden of Love? That would still work really, really well. So let's bring in this layer that we've already done just here. So I'm just going to use all of the adhesive all the way around. So I'm just going to pop that one into place, and it's kind of like done that faux mats and layers already because I've gone round with the ink. Now, you know what this panel needs, Joe? Please tell me you know.
3D glue gel.
Oh!
No?
No.
No? 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 What
No,
then?
not at all. Not at all. If I was, I'm trying to think of the word. If I was that way inclined, I would throw my glue gel syringe at you, but I'm not.
Oh, you're so aggressive today. What inclination would you need to be to throw your Glue just. We're not getting into it. Craig, you're very funny today. Don't forget as well, Craig will be joining us as well a little bit later over on the Crafters Companion USA page. We've got that HSM preview. It is an absolute marathon. You are going to love it. 4 hours of preview coming your way a little later this evening here. So it's 7 p.m. UK time. Oh no, Craig, you know what? We're at that funny place. We're at that funny point, aren't we?
What's that?
Where our clocks have changed. So that means it's not. Is it 5 hours? Is it 6 hours or 4 hours now?
6.
6, isn't it? Right. So 1 p.m. East Coast.
No, 12. It's 12 mid. We were.
So
4.
7 p.m. The preview is 7 p.m. in the UK. So therefore it'll be 1 p.m. East Coast time. I think that's right. Let me know in the comments. Oh, it'd be 3 o'clock, so we're only a 4-hour time difference now. Awesome. Whew. I'm glad. I see how many. Should we start taking bets? How many times I can get that wrong this week, Craig?
Oh, if you're going to get it wrong, I'm going to get it wrong as well. Yeah. At least I think, is it just another couple of days until we're back to normal again?
It's Saturday. It all changes back again. So yes, not too long.
Not too long.
We'll just have our heads around it by the time it all moves back the other way again.
Exactly. You know that's going to happen, don't you? You absolutely do. Here we go. So look at that. So that is now our die cut sentiment. Merry Christmas. I've done it in black, but I've also done it, I'll show you in a minute, I'll show you here. I've done it in the gold glitter, but look at it, you can really see how much it stands out within the black. You've got that elegance, you've got that swirls all the way through. All one actual die. Chop it up if you want to, no reason that you can't. So what I'm then just going to do is bringing in our actual carte blanche again. So we've got this our triangle here at the base. So what I'm then just going to do is pop adhesive onto there. So if we then just use our tape runner and we're going to pop the adhesive, and then I'm just going to pop my carte blanche here at the layer and press that one in. So if I turn this around now, then you can see the effect that we're getting. So you can see how that works really, really well. Then what I'm just going to do is, let's turn that back around my way, and then I'm just going to bring in the dies. I've already popped them through with the Xyron, die cut them using the double-sided adhesive sheets. Check out all these on the website, or use our sprays, our dotty tape runner. So what I'm just going to do is peel that one off, and then I'm going to, tell you what, let's actually go for the black first, because we want to create a bit of a shadow. So we're just going to use the black one first, and we're just carefully just peeling that one off because you've got a lot of detail within there. So just little and often as you see there, I'm just starting to just peel that one off. Then we're just going to start to just layer it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let that settle within my finger here. So if I'm then just going, I'm holding it just with my finger here, and I'm just going to let that settle. And then just with my poke tool, I'm just going to just straighten that one up. So we'll do that one just here as well. Then we can bring in that gold layer, and then what I'm going to do that way, let's just straighten that one up, press, press and press. So there we go. Now bringing this one back in, so I've already peeled that one off, so we're good to go. And now the way I like to explain it is I'm not going to put my head in the way, but if you want to do a bit of a shadow, kind of sit it right over the top and then just pull it down to the bottom right. And then all that I'm going to do is lightly press, and then just using my poke tool, I'm just going to just maneuver it into place. And then what that's going to do is we're getting that bit of a black shadow all the way around. So you can see, so there's that one. And then if we then just push these ones into place, so we're getting that nice outline, makes it pop, it makes it stand out. And then we'll just straighten this one. And then I can show you how to finish the card by using a stopper.
How fabulous. Joy says, Joe, you are too adorable. We love you. How nice is that? Ramona says she's got so many new ideas today. Thanks, Craig and Joe. Annette says, OMG, I cannot stop ordering. It's all those fabulous birthday deals, isn't it? And Karen says, I was new member when birthday week started. Now I am already platinum. Whoop, whoop. That is double points for you, which is awesome. Don't forget double points, all those giveaways as well. Free UK postage and packaging, so many new launches for you as well. And remember, the birthday fun rolls on until the end of the weekend. So there is still loads more to come, loads of brand new launches as well. Lots more for you still to shop for, which is awesome. Where's that stopper from, Craig?
So these are the printable elements that also come on the download.
Love that.
So if I turn that right back now, look at that. Now again, that was just a 300 GSM stamping white card. So you can see that as well. And just to say as well, is I do have an A3 printer, but it's one of those inexpensive A3 printers.
A3!
Yes.
Shut the front door, someone's earning.
It's a normal printer, it's just an A3 size one. My last one was an A4. I didn't have any different settings, any different inks. I used the inks for them and I still got these really incredible results. I've just tied a bow using red satin ribbon. We're going to pop that just to the base, just there. And then all that we're going to do,
I haven't got a printer, Craig.
You've not got a printer?
I've not got a printer. I haven't got a printer. My TV's on 2 chairs at the moment, Craig. That sums up my life at the moment. And there's Craig here with an A3 printer. That looks fabulous, Craig.
Just think of the things that you can print out when you've got an A3 printer. No, I don't have an A3 laminator. That would help, but no, I've got an A3 printer. So there you go. If you do have a large printer, you can then blow up all of these printable images that are on these magazines, these downloads. Nothing. Imagine a big A3 holly wreath for your window. You know, you might want that.
You could make a window. You could do like a window transfer with it or something like that.
Do that
Loads
as well.
of stuff.
But you can do it with A4 as well.
Loads of stuff that you're going to be able to do. And the great thing is, I think even if you didn't use the 1200 printable elements, I think you'll still agree that the value for money in that magazine is incredible. £50 worth of crafty goodies within there, which is awesome. Right. Should we give another bag? We've got 2 bags to give away in 20 minutes. I mean, what a time to be alive. Right, let me grab our second bag for you, which is awesome. So in here, let's see what we've got. Oh, it's got nice big stamps in here. Sparkle pens in this one as well. What else is in here? There's loads in this one. Right, let's give this one away then. The winner of this one is from Facebook, and it's Janet Avery. Janet Avery, you are the lucky winner. Please drop us an email to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Right, shall we let me rummage into my bingo balls and find Jenny's ball. It is which one is it? I-20. Janet is I-20. Janet, you are going in. In it goes. Let me try. No, it's that way. There we go. We're going to give it a good old mix for you, Janet. There we are. You are in the draw. That grand prize will be drawn on Sunday. Don't forget. And there are loads of fabulous things in there for you. Loads and loads and loads of glorious bits that you could be winning. Now, don't forget also about all the free gifts that we have for you. Now, that daily £10 or $10, when you spend that much, the free gift there, it changes every day. Today, it's some gorgeous tag stamp and dies for you, which go with our purse launch, which is awesome. If you're spending over £50 or $50 in one transaction, you then get one of our gorgeous tricolour aqua markers, which are fantastic. I was so gutted I missed that show yesterday. I saw a little bit of it. It looked amazing. Go back and have a look at that if you wish once this show ends. Now, I want to come back to the Sarah Buddy Bag. Brand new. First time you've seen it. There are 20 now of these to go around. So if it's in your basket, then you need to check it out basically, because we're going to have more of you in a minute trying to get this, and we actually have stock available. I'm going to take this out again just to show you. We've got a tier system in the bottom of here, as you can see. So you can see you've got 3 different levels in there. Can I grab it out to show you? I can actually. So what you've got are like this tier system with these 3 different levels in there. And what that means is when you store your pens in here, it keeps them on the different levels, and that makes it really easy for you to grab the one that you want, because obviously if it's a flat bottom, then of course it makes it a little bit harder to separate them. But with this one, you can see you've got those 3 different levels, which is great. So whatever pen it is that you are working with, you can go for. They are for all of our 3 pen markers, basically. So our tri-blends, our tri-blend brush pens, those brand new tricolour aqua markers, they're all perfect to use in here. I know that some of you were using some of the previous bags for them, but they were a little bit on the snug side. This has got that really nice big capacious lid, so it means that you can get them all in there. And I think what it's fabulous for, I still definitely reckon there's a place for, you know, the bigger markers that we have, like the 40 or 70 pen cases. I think these are really awesome if you're working on a project and you're traveling. Maybe you're going on a train or you're going away for the weekend and you don't want to take a big collection of pens away with you, but you've got a few projects in mind and you know that actually, you know, maybe sort of 20 pens or so will be enough to enable you to complete those projects. Pop them in here, whack this in your lowest tote, and away you go. £5.99 or £7.99, last call. Now for that one. Very, very busy there on that. Loads of you still chatting away with me as well over on social media, letting me know what you're up to and what you are shopping for. Let's go back to Stephanie. What did I do with Stephanie? Here she is, over here. Let me grab her. Stephanie is awesome. So Stephanie basically has different compartments in, which I think is fabulous. So what it means is that you can obviously take out the different compartments. Now, you could have all of your different stone drops maybe in one like I've got here. I think it's super fabulous for ink pads because it means that you can organise your ink pads. So you can have all of your opaques in one, your water reactors in another, your quick dries in another one. So it really is brilliant for allowing you to compartmentalise, all of your different items that you've got in there. Really, this is a brand new one for you as well. You guys are absolutely loving this. And again, all of these buddy bags designed to work in conjunction with your lowest tote. So if you've got the lowest tote, you'll love this. I don't think you need the lowest tote. I think these sit beautifully on a shelf for you to pull in and out on a shelf. They work fantastically there as well. Doris says, very smart, that new Sarah storage bag. It is indeed, and it is the first time you've seen it as well, which is awesome. We're gonna go back to the Garden of Love because it is exceptionally busy there. There are a couple of smaller bundles available for you on the Garden of Love. The value though, and all of you loving this much larger collection, which is how you're getting the best value. £62 if you're here in the UK, or $84. However, if you are a Club Inspire Platinum member, your deal gets even better. $49.60 if you're here in the UK, or $62.20 if you are in the US. Everyone is saving $74.81 in the UK, or $104.57 in the US. Platinum members, or obviously bronze, silver, gold, and platinum members, all saving way more than that. I think if you've been waiting for a deal on a Sarah Signature range and you've been thinking, do you know what, I'm going to hold out for that big birthday deal on one of the previous ranges, I'd say this is probably it, because the saving is way more than you're spending. We're also in a position at the moment where we can offer you a really comprehensive bundle of it, which just isn't the case on a lot of our other Signature collections. So if you've wanted something that's a really good comprehensive collection at a super, super low price, I would say this is definitely it. Let me guide you through what you're getting in here. So you've got 3 different card packs in here. You have got your glitter card, you've also got your matte mirrored card, and you've got the mirror card stock in there as well. 72 sheets of cardstock in this collection for you before we even get to the hardware. So let's start with the dies. Now I'm going to start with the sentiment dies. Now the sentiment dies are awesome because they're going to work brilliantly with the rest of the collection, but sentiment dies are something that are a real essential. So in here you've got With All My Love, you've also got On Your Wedding Day, Happy Anniversary, Everlasting Love, Congratulations, you've got Always and Forever, and you've also got this one here, which is On Your Wedding Day. You're going to receive all of those sentiment dies, which is awesome. What you've then got is your place setting die, which is going to be super useful for a whole host of different occasions. That's your rose place card. We have then got your flower forming dies in here. Now Craig showed you already that these don't need to necessarily be for flower forming. There's loads of things you can do with these. You've got the 3D layered rose and you've got the 3D layered daisy within here too. So you're going to get all of those. We've then got an edgeable in here as well. I mean, it wouldn't be a Signature collection without an edgeable, let's face it. This is your Elegant Peony edgeable die. You've got a border die in here as well, and this one is your Delicate Lace border that you've got in this collection. That is your die collection. Let's move on to your stamps. You've got some gorgeous stamps in here. This one is your to have and to hold, so you can see all of the different sentiments that you've got in here. Love, laughter, and happily ever after. Wishing you a lifetime of happiness. Loads of really wonderful sentiments in there. You've also got that layering flower that you saw Craig use in this show, and how awesome that was when he put that together very quickly and very simply. That's in here for you. You've then also got Save the Date as well, which is great for all of those celebrations that you might be having. And finally, you've got monogram frames in here as well. Monogram frames, a great stamp set for all of your different stationery. It's also an alphabet as well, so you can take that away and you can use that for personalisation and for initials too. £62, $84. Club Inspire Platinum member saving even more. It is very, very busy on this at the moment. I know lots of you own this already and absolutely love it. Kian saying, been so busy schooling my daughter Jo. Been so busy with schooling. My daughter asked, when did Jo start wearing glasses? She loves you, Jo. Ah, thank you, Kian's daughter. I started wearing them last week. I've been wearing contact lenses every day for a really long time, and my eyes started to get a bit sore. So an optician said, I think you should wear glasses a little bit. I can still wear contact lenses sometimes, but I just need to give them a bit of a rest apparently. So all things in moderation. Whose glasses are they?
These are mine.
Oh, they're fabulous.
These are
you
mine.
You never wear glasses. Are they readers or for driving?
I'm meant to wear them when I'm driving, when I'm reading or watching the TV, and I have been as of late, but you know, yeah, there's been, you know what it's like sometimes, you don't actually wear them. So inexpensive ones, they're not designer ones, but yeah, I have been wearing them a wee bit more. It's a bit like Joe said as well, you know when your eyes get tired or that. So yeah, I do sometimes wear them. I actually had them on yesterday and this morning. Let's take them off for a bit.
I think, you know.
So, I've just
right,
heard
I know
off,
we don't
right.
have long, Craig. We are fast running out of time. So what would you like to share with us before the end of the show?
We're going to do a bit of stamping. We're going to use the monogram frames. So with this one here, you've got all your different, you've got 2 of your monogram circles, but then you've got all your alphabets as well. So you can then start to stamp into the middle. So, you know, whether it is celebration, invites, that, you know, when we're allowed to start doing, having
Or we
parties
can
and
have them at the moment, weddings, up to 30 people in the UK,
isn't it?
I think, at the moment.
Yeah, up to 30. So actually this collection would be perfect.
I haven't got 30 people I want to invite to my wedding,
So
Craig.
what we're going to do, you do.
I don't.
You do.
I'd have to find a partner first. I mean, I love this hypothetical wedding that I'm inviting people to.
It's good to plan. It's good to plan. You never know.
You never know. I've got a fully actionable plan ready and waiting, Craig. You know, whenever the moment comes.
Have you got a plan? Have you?
Oh, so it's ready to go. So
I've
just
got
add water situation.
Well, you see, I've got ideas as well, but then apparently I've been told a lot of girls like to do the planning. Now, what I'm saying
Are you challenging my masculinity, Craig?
No. I've totally walked into that one. What I mean is, I know this is a slippery slope. What I just mean, when you're in a relationship, usually you find it's the girl that's doing and organising the wedding. I've got ideas. She'll probably be like, no, I want it my way. So
maybe she's not the right girl for you. She
maybe
might
not
have an input in that wedding.
But a bit like
planning.
you know, maybe not the girl for me. I need to find one to think is she the right one or not. Anyway,
absolutely.
So, you know, well, we'll get there. I'll have more fun working. What I'm just going to do.
How do we get? How does it always
I have
descend
no
into
idea.
such chaos with us two, Craig? This doesn't happen with anyone else. You know, when I work with anyone else.
I know the things we get to.
Oh, what are we like?
Just going to use a few of our tri-blends, so just in case you want to know, dull green, ice grey blend and pale pinks. Now obviously we're not going to just start to colour it all in, not that it takes much colouring. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to colour bits of it in.
Single figures on that Sarah Body bag, Craig.
Not surprised.
Single figures, quick, check it out.
Not surprised at all. You can then start to do the blending if you want to, like you can do with the tri-blends. However, you can just go in and just lay down one colour. It's entirely up to yourself. So let's just do a little bit there, blend it out. Then you can come in with the dull greens or any of the greens and add in the foliage. But what I also want to do is let's just add a couple of our alphabets. So what I'm going to do is let's let's do CC15. So we've got C, and we're going to use that
Shannon
twice.
on YouTube has suggested, how about we do a competition where you win a date with the Scotty Hottie? I think that's a great idea. Craig, we could have those wedding plans coming along in no time.
Oh, dear. I don't know what to say to that.
Email us, studio@crafty. No, joking. Maybe that could be like when you spend over £500 or dollars, you get a date with Craig.
We'll probably never reach that, so.
We will. Christine Mahoney says she wants to be at both of our weddings, just saying. And Beth says thanks, Joe and Craig, for a great show. Always fun. Inspired Dreams as well says the show's been amazing. Loads of deals and tips. I'm feeling in a really mischievous mood, Craig, and it's only day one for me. I've got 3 more days to go after today. Who knows what will happen if we work together. Are we working together again this week, Craig, do you know? Are we together on Saturday?
I'm not in Saturday, but I'm in on Sunday.
Oh,
and then
no.
Monday onwards.
We're safe, Craig. We're fine.
We're safe.
We'll be all right. We're going to keep our jobs. Don't worry.
Yeah. So what I've just done is I've just done the C and 15, and what I've done is I positioned them where I wanted them to be, pressed my stamping platform down. What then that does is that picks it up, and that enables me to pop them back into place. What I've just done is I'm just going to, I've taken the 15 off, restamped the C, and let's do another one just there to the side. So we've then got CC15. Then what I've done, if I bring this one in for you to see, this is the one I've already done and finished off colouring in. And then what I've just done on the outside edges, used a pink tulip and just went round those edges just there. And then I'm going to bring in, and we can start to assemble our card. So a bit of an easel card. So we've got 6x6 card, folded in half, and I've just scored down the middle and doing a bit of an easel card that you can see there. So that can sit to the middle. Then I'm just going to bring these layers in, and I'm going to pop my tape all the way around. So let's use our double-sided tape. And you know what I like to do, and as I always say, if we're going on a glitter card, also add a bit of wet glue, because the tape runner, that will give it the instant grab, and then the tacky glue, that will soak into the fibres of your pattern paper as well as the glitter, and then that will make it more secure. So press that one into place. Let's remove that one out of the way. And then we're just going to layer these ones up.
Awesome.
So we're going to also, Joe, we're going to use these ones as well. So these are the 3D layered rows. So that's very similar to what I used earlier on, the daisies. And all that I've done is I used the cardstock that you were showing earlier on that's in the bundle. And I've just die cut multiple and just layered them up exactly the same as I'd done with the daisies earlier. Exactly the same, nothing different. And we've just added a wee pearl within the middle. So that's how I've created them. So we'll just assemble our, now let's be careful here, Craig. So we just want an adhesive on that bit there. So let's add our adhesive and then pop it that way. And then we're going to bring in this one. So if we bring that one in, and again, what we're going to do is, I know we're just running out of time, Joe, so I won't put the glue on this time. What I'll do is I will peel it off and add glue just after. And then we can bring in our pads. So again, 1, 2, and then we'll just add a few. Add this one on, and the only extra I used was from Sarah's current collection, and we used the foliage, so that can go into place just there. Then we can bring one of these in. We're going to use our glue gel and just add them into place.
How fabulous. What a really, really awesome project that's come together really, really quickly there as well. And I love the glitter card. I love that really florals and glitter, you wouldn't necessarily maybe immediately put them together, Craig, but I think when they're colour matched so beautifully to the rest of the collection, it really works, doesn't it?
It does. It really does work. You know, so don't be afraid to mix and match, have a play with different colours and different texture of colours and cardstock, and it gives you a different result each time. But if I bring that one in for you to see, We've then got that easel card. So we've got, used the monograms as well as these actual layered flowers. But you can see just there how that comes together, sit nicely. You make that on a smaller scale. Could be an inviter, that, if you wanted it to be.
Absolutely, it could. It really looks gorgeous. That could be, maybe that could be what you know. It could be an invite to Craig's wedding, maybe. Are you going to make all of your own wedding stationery when you finally go get married, Craig?
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to. That is a plan. It's kind of like, you know, it's a must, isn't it? It's a gift that you have to. So,
if I ever get married, maybe I'll come to you to maybe make mine as well, Craig.
I would absolutely do that for you.
Hope,
that would be a pleasure.
Hope, yeah. Thank you very much, Craig. Right, should we, before I give this last bag away, I want to share with you some more of the pictures that you guys have been sending in. I've got a couple more that I desperately want to share with you. Julie Thomas sent this one in. Really gorgeous and lush and full, that one. Craig, it's all going on there, isn't it?
It's all going on, but see how it all works together, you know, very autumn, fall theme, very Thanksgiving. Love that reds with the poinsettias, really packs a punch.
It is gorgeous. And also Liz sent this one in. Look at the double Z fold and all of those. That's that gorgeous peony edgeable, isn't it, Craig?
It is, yeah. And you can see the dimension of the card, but really there's only a few elements used, like the edgeable, the flower, and there's a lot of dimension to it.
Absolutely, really, really gorgeous. You can always send us pictures of everything that you've been up to here at Crafters TV. We love it when you guys share all of your ideas. Shall we give away our last mystery bag of the show? I think we should. It is going to go to a fabulous viewer over on YouTube, and that viewer is Marilyn Pico. Congratulations, you are the winner. You need to just drop us an email to prizes@crafterscompanion.com, prizes@crafterscompanion.com. We'll get that winging its way to you, and you are bingo. Oh, hello, I nearly dropped it. Bingo ball 062. In it goes. Oh, 62. And let's give them a good old rummage. And yes, make sure you tune in on Sunday because you are in the draw to win that awesome grand prize. It will be announced on Sunday, which will be awesome. Someone will be drawing a prize. Now, a big shout out as well. Of course, loads of celebrations here going on at Crafts TV and across on the website. But also remember that our stores are celebrating in style as well. And June Ashley is our winner. She won a £25 voucher at our store today in, was it Chesterfield or Evesham? Chesterfield. So congratulations. Do spend it on something fabulous, and I hope you get yourself something you really love. Now, there is something big happening tomorrow. It's huge, huge. It is the big birthday bonanza cartload. Oh my word, it is like, it's the sale of the century basically here at Crafters TV. And what I can tell you is, I'm allowed to tell you this, normally I'm like on the down low. When this show ends, the deals for tomorrow night's cartload are going to go live over on the website. There are also a lot of things that I think are going to sell out before we even get to the show. So what I would say is you've got an hour now between this show ending and the 4-hour HSN preview starting over on Crafters TV. Maybe use that hour to go and have a little sneaky shop ahead on Cartload as well. That would be a fabulous idea. Loads of you have got in touch in this hour. It's been lovely chatting to all of you. Craig, massive thanks. I hope you have a great week. When can we catch you back here on Crafters TV, but also maybe over on Create and Craft?
So not on Create and Craft for a couple of weeks yet, but I'm back here on Crafters TV on Sunday for part 1 of the final of birthday week. So I can't wait for that.
Ooh, part 1 of the final. Okay, massive thanks to Craig, huge thanks to the team next door in the gallery, and of course, the biggest thanks to all of you guys at home. We'll either see you back here tomorrow on Crafters TV, or we'll see you in an hour's time over on the Crafters Companion USA page for that mammoth HSN preview. See you over there.
Bye.